Start this newscast with the latest coming in on Pakistan, which has been forced to repay a $1 billion loan to Saudi Arabia after Islamabad repeatedly insisted that Saudi Arabia allow a discussion to garner support from the Islamic world over the Kashmir issue. Now, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, which is largely guided by Saudi Arabia, has 57 member states. Pakistan, which is also a member of the group, is trying to capitalize its position and peddle lies over the Kashmir issue. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has continuously demanded that Saudi Arabia convene a meeting of the OIC Council regarding the Kashmir issue. Now, last week, he also went on to say that if OIC delays the meeting any further, then he would be compelled to ask Prime Minister Imran Khan to call a meeting of Islamic countries himself. These developments have invariably damaged Islamabad's relationship with Riyadh. Saudi Arabia had announced a massive $6.2 billion loan to Pakistan back in November 2018. Now, this package included $3 billion in loan and an oil credit facility of $3.2 billion. As of May 2020, the Saudis suspended oil credit facility and also asked Imran Khan's administration to repay the loan in full. Pakistan's insistence on garnering support on Kashmir issue has not really worked in its favor. As Saudi Arabia has turned down Pakistan's request at OIC, the development has further deteriorated the two countries' relationship and cast doubts on the future of MOUs that were signed between the two countries during Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's visit to Pakistan back in February 2019. And so Pakistan has raked up the Kashmir issue and has tried to push its agenda by spreading misinformation. Time and again, it has accused India of being Islamophobic and condemned Modi government's move to abrogate Article 370, which gave the special status to Jammu and Kashmir. However, experts also believe that Saudi Arabia is unwilling to get embroiled in Pakistan's agenda against India and has maintained that Kashmir is a bilateral issue between India and Pakistan. Reports also suggest that Mohammed bin Salman, a close ally of the United States, could have withdrawn support from Pakistan due to China's involvement in the region. Political observers in Islamabad have also suggested that Foreign Minister Qureshi's offhand statements and Imran Khan's incompetency to guide his office bearers has now led to the fall of Pakistan-Saudi relations. Let's get in a sense of perspective on this news story, and for that I'm joined in by Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, who's joining me live at this hour from Karachi. Anas, now Shah Mahmood Qureshi's comments are a reflection of the growing differences between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. What explains Saudi's policy shift towards Pakistan?
Well, there's only one thing that is explaining the shift, the policy shift, and that is frustration. And that can only be defined given that Pakistan has not been able to garner support from its long-term ally, the Saudi Arab, on the matter of Kashmir. Now, Pakistan and Saudi Arab share a history when it comes to supporting each other's interests. And I'll date you back to 1999 when Pakistan did its atomic test and had to face sanctions. It was only Saudi Arabia that was standing with Pakistan back in the day. But now...
All right, we seem to be having some technical issues with Anas's live right now, and while we try to rework that, it's important to give you a quick recap of what we've just been talking about. Pakistan has been forced to repay a $1 billion loan to Saudi Arabia after Islamabad repeatedly insisted that Saudi Arabia allow a discussion to garner support from the Islamic world on the issue of Kashmir. Now, remember, it is not the first time that Pakistan is trying to drum up support on the issue of Kashmir at the OIC earlier. It also met with failed attempts at the UNSC when Pakistan desperately tried to make controversy again. It was last week itself that Pakistan's another attempt to garner support on the Kashmir issue failed. Now, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, it's important to note, is largely guided by Saudi Arabia. It has 57 member states, and so Pakistan is now desperately seeking support from the Arab world or the Islamic nations.